So this is manifold absolute pressure sensor testing. And so what we want to do is we want to measure to see if our map sensor, which is this device right here, is working properly. And we're going to do that with a multimeter. So you learned earlier that we had the way that the map sensor works is that a vacuum is applied to this area here. Let me just get a red pen here. A vacuum is applied to this area here from the intake manifold, and this is going to tell us what the load is. In other words, is your vehicle going up a hill or down a hill? Are we having extra weight in the vehicle, so that makes it more difficult to move, etc., etc. And that's going to change how much fuel is injected into the cylinders. And so we're going to do it very similarly to how the throttle position sensor was. We're going to make sure that this is hooked up to ohms. So we want to turn the dial to ohms. And then we're going to have a red lead at the bottom and a black lead at the bottom on this side. So we're going to take that red lead and we're going to put it right to one of the leads on the inside where the connector attaches to. And then we're going to take the black lead and, oh, I better make that black then, shouldn't I? We're going to take the black lead and we're going to run it to the next one. And then we go over here and we attach a vacuum pump. And that vacuum pump sits right over here. I'm just going to write pump. It's a hand pump. It's not that big of a deal, but you're going to put a certain amount of vacuum onto it until you're going to squeeze it, and as you squeeze it, the vacuum is going to build up. While we're doing that, we're going to look for a change in our resistance reading. If we get a change when we do pump it up, then those are the right leads. If not, then we're going to take the black one, and similar to the throttle position sensor, we'll move the black one over here. If we still don't, then we're going to take the red one and we're going to move the red one to the middle. Once you get a change in resistance, then you know that those are the two that you want to be measuring. You should have a change in resistance. That change in resistance sends, because we have a 5-volt signal to this sensor, the map sensor, it goes through the different change in resistance and then sends a voltage back to the computer, and that helps the computer make a decision about the load and how much fuel is going to go into the cylinder.